is Valley News Live at 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. A North Dakota photography business has closed, leaving customers out thousands of dollars. The North Dakota Attorney General's office is launching an investigation after customers started reaching out accusing Glosser Images of defrauding customers. We've also received numerous tips on our whistleblower hotline. The director of the state's Consumer Protection and Antitrust Division said they've received 50 complaints and people claim to have been given the company deposits as recently as October. Now, some clients received an email saying the past and ongoing effects of the pandemic have caused irreparable damage that has forced the decision to happen extremely rapidly. The email also said people will not be issued refunds.
It's obviously not going to be fun to figure out what we're going to do with the 15 grand that we're out of, that she's owed, but
the business has photographers and videographers in North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Colorado. Now tonight on Valley News Live at 6, hear from someone whose wedding is tomorrow, as well as a photographer formerly employed by Glosser Images. The man convicted of shooting and killing a Grand Forks police officer will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Solomon Pendleton was sentenced this morning to life in prison without the possibility of parole on the murder of Officer Cody Holte. The judge also ordered 6 years and 39 months for possession of marijuana. Several people read emotional impact statements before the judge issued his sentence.
He was so excited to be a father, and in those short 10 months he had with Gunnar, he was an amazing dad. We got to share Gunnar's first smile, first giggles, first time he rolled over. Cody never got to see him take his first steps or his first birthday.
Pendleton received concurrent sentences for the death of his mother, Lola Moore, the attempted murders of Grand Forks Police Sergeant Kelly McLean and Corporal Ron Nord for terrorizing and reckless endangerment. The May 27th shootout started after two Grand Forks County deputies tried to enforce an eviction on Pendleton and his mother for not paying rent. The chances appear good that there's rain in the forecast for someone, somewhere, at some point, maybe all over the valley this weekend. Right now, the concern is for football fans getting wet tonight. So let's go to Hutch to find out when and where. Hutch?
Mike, thanks so much. We're looking in at our Home of Economy location. This is in Grand Forks. Gray skies and all of the activity as forecast is happening up north. Here's what's changed, though, and here's what you need to know if you have outdoor plans. We do have thunderstorms out there, but the risk of severe is low. But it's a first alert weather day today nonetheless, as big time change is in the offing across the area. And our first alert weather day for Saturday, the risk of severe weather Saturday has gone up. Let's get right to the details for now. General thunderstorms expected tonight and mainly to the north and to the east. Take a look at this. North of Grand Forks and Highway 2, we have some scattered showers and rumbles of thunder, creating quite a bit of lightning, but it is quiet down to the south. Now, as we look in just a little bit closer, these are moving to the north and east at about 30 miles per hour. So they are now over Walsh County, Grafton, Park River, up towards Kennedy, and they'll be shifting into Roseau County here in the upcoming hour to 2 hours. Again, 34 miles per hour is their general movement. We do have some development down south of, say, Thief River Falls into central Polk County as well. Here's part of the change, too, and that is north winds ushering much cooler air with 50s there. We're still near 80 in the Southern Valley, 77 in the Fargo-Moorhead area. If you're heading out to the old parade for NDSU or for Moorhead tonight, things look to be pretty quiet. I'll have hour-by-hour details on tonight's weather and Saturday's storms here in a moment.
All right, thanks, Hutch. A Fargo man is behind bars facing DUI charges after a high-speed chase on I-29 this morning. A highway patrol trooper tried to pull over Grant Goodsell near the 32nd Avenue interchange, but he took off. Authorities say the chase reached speeds of around 125 miles per hour when Goodsell tried to take the 12th Avenue North exit. He lost control, ran over multiple road signs before getting out of the car and running. He was arrested on charges of DUI, fleeing, and reckless driving. We have new information just into our newsroom. Dilworth police have just released surveillance pictures hoping that you might be able to help figure out who broke into a bar and grill in Dilworth this morning. They're looking for a silver or a gray Chrysler 300. They say there appears to be a male and female involved. Investigators say there's damage to the doors, gaming machines, cash registers, and cash was stolen around 7:30 this morning. The burglary happened at the Silver Spike Bar and Grill. That's north of Highway 10 on the east side of Dilworth. And of course, if you have any information on these photographs or the break-in, call Dilworth Police. An internet cable phone provider in Minnesota is dealing with an imposter scam. Arvig says that its customers are getting emails from someone claiming to be with Arvig, saying the company wasn't able to process a payment. The email then asks customers to click on a link to manage their services to ensure their internet or cable isn't turned on. Arvig says that the email is a scam and people should not click on any of the links. If you have any questions, call Arvig directly. President Biden is pushing businesses to mandate COVID-19 vaccines for about 100 million working Americans for risk fines. And young children could soon be rolling up their sleeves. Skylar Henry reports from Washington.
President Biden touted vaccination rates while speaking about the latest jobs report.
More than 186 million Americans are now fully vaccinated, and COVID cases are down 40% in the past month.
The president says the Labor Department is working to prepare an emergency rule requiring companies with more than 100 employees to have vaccine or testing mandates.
There's more work to do, including getting more people vaccinated, but we continue to make progress.
At least 24 Republican-controlled states are already preparing legal challenges to the federal mandate, arguing the president is overstepping his authority.
President Biden has stressed mandates are crucial to the economy, which struggled to add jobs in September as cases of the Delta variant surged.
Hello, you get me a shot?
Vice President Harris toured a vaccination site in New Jersey Friday, urging more Americans to roll up their sleeves.
The message is this: vaccines will save your life.
Pfizer is inching closer to getting its vaccine authorized for emergency use for children between the ages of 5 to 11. Dr. Ashish Jha discussed a new development on CBS Mornings.
My hope is with that authorization, 5 to 11-year-olds should be able to get vaccinated pretty quickly thereafter.
The FDA has promised to review Pfizer's data quickly and could issue a ruling by the end of the month. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
The CDC says its outside panel of vaccine advisors will meet later this month to discuss potential booster shots of Moderna and Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccines. A Davies High School senior has started a project to raise awareness for mental health and is spreading joy around the school and community in the process. The mission of Minds Matter project is to simply start the conversation about mental health and to help other students. Ava Olson first started by writing uplifting messages on sticky notes and putting them on lockers. Well, now she's designing sweatshirts. She's selling them and donating a portion of the proceeds.
Start conversation about mental health, because being a teen right now, and even adults with the pandemic and everything going on, it leaves a lot of time for us to be with ourselves and with a lot of things that maybe we shouldn't be thinking, and it's hard to talk about those things. So if we can bring out a sweatshirt and give somebody a nice reminder every day, that's what I want to do.
The Minds Matter project helps support the JED Foundation. That's a nonprofit organization working to prevent suicide for teens and young adults. Students have a new hands-on learning experience within Moorhead Public Schools. We're getting a first look inside the new Moorhead High School Career Academy. It's the old Sam's Club along I-94 in Moorhead. Their Career Academy includes learning labs, classroom space, and collaborative spaces. The district says it allows the education to be relevant and personalized and lets students explore careers that they might be interested in, gain real work skills, and work toward industry certifications. Nice afternoon for a parade. Hutchie alluded to it in his first weather. NDSU celebrating homecoming weekend. The parade is happening at 5:30, and as a result, some roads will be closed downtown starting at 2 p.m. and should be back open by 8. Tomorrow, NDSU takes on Northern Iowa, and football kickoff is 1 p.m. A youth bowler from Grand Forks is hosting a tournament this weekend, and it's all about helping kids up and down the Red River Valley. Caleb Sapa started the bowling tournament to benefit Toys for Tots 6 years ago. He set a goal of 1,000 toys to be distributed throughout the Grand Forks and Fargo-Moorhead areas this year. He's a high school junior now, came up with the idea when he was just 10 years old.
Some kids don't even get a single toy that they want for Christmas, and that really bothered me, that I've been so fortunate to get a lot of different things for Christmas, and a kid could go a whole Christmas season without getting a single toy. And so I asked her if there was something that I could do to help, and that's how my tournament was born.
The bowling tournament is happening at Sunset Lanes in Moorhead on Sunday. You can sign up to knock down some pins or just stop by and donate a toy. There's also a prize fund that will pay out in the form of a scholarship to the tournament winners. And there's more than a football game going on over at Davies tonight. A fundraiser will help one of Eagle football players, junior Miles McKinnon, and his sister Merritt, who have a dad who is suffering from relapsed aggressive multiple melanoma. That's a blood cancer. Jeff McKinnon is being treated at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, and all proceeds from what happens tonight will go to the family to help with medical bills, housing, food, and travel costs while they are away from home. Coming up later on Valley News Live at 4, meet the Minnesota custodian who became a lifesaver at the hospital where he works.
Today's temperatures showing that change that is heading our way. While we are near 80 in the Southern Valley, we have 50s, mid-50s at that up near Rolla. Heading through the night tonight transition, and that transition continues tomorrow. Most of the storms are up north. Find out where they're going, and we'll talk about severe weather on your Saturday forecast coming up next.